Ciao a tutti ragazzi, benvenuti o bentornati sul canale, io sono Andrea. Come sapete sono un grande appassionato, un grande fanatico di realtà virtuale, ho diversi visori tra i quali l'ottimo PIMAX Crystal Lite, del quale sono estremamente soddisfatto. Sto anche aspettando dal lontano 23 maggio 2024 il nuovo PIMAX Crystal Super e quindi sono molto curioso di scoprire insieme a voi che cosa ha detto la PIMAX nel suo ultimo evento PIMAX CONNECT, ok? E quindi ce lo andiamo a vedere insieme, ma non nel loro canale YouTube, ragazzi, perché ho notato che non c'è la possibilità di impostare i sottotitoli in italiano. Allora, tramite un software di terze parti sono andato a estrapolare quel video e a tradurlo con i sottotitoli in italiano in modo da capirlo tutti quanti meglio. Ma prima di fare tutto questo, ragazzi, come sempre, sigla. Eccoci qua dunque, quindi direi di cambiare inquadratura e di andare a gustarci il video. PIMAX dreamair, quell'oggettino che avete visto, il nuovissimo visore PIMAX ultra leggero, meno di 200 grammi e ultra
Welcome to
compatto.
PIMAX CONNECT, where we share updates on our upcoming products as well as announce new ones. We want to shed some light on how we design and develop our headsets. Because making VR headsets is hard. With today's technology, there are several options we can take, such as QLED or micro OLED panels, aspheric or pancake lenses, and different tracking options. All have their benefits and downsides. This is why PIMAX, for already several years now, has the firm ambition to be a multi-SKU company. We want several product lines to coexist rather than, as we did before, launch one product to replace the old one. There are several reasons for this. One reason is production. We own our own factories with our own staff. To scale up production or to scale it down is costly. And with multiple SKUs, we do not have one huge sales peak in a year, but we can spread out production. Peaks are generally really bad for efficiency. A second reason is that users are diverse and want to provide options to them across the high-end pcvr market. We want to tailor to each one of you and provide the best high-end VR headsets in several price classes and use cases. And the third reason is shared technology. Having several headsets using the same core technology allows us to pour more resources into that, and all products benefit from this. Let's look at one of those examples, SLAM tracking.
Let's take a deep dive into our inside-out tracking algorithm and explain why we think it will be better than base station tracking in the future. Yeah, you heard that right. Base station tracking uses infrared receivers on the headset to detect light signals. A base station tracked headset typically contains dozens of such receivers. There are 30 on Crystal Light if you use Lighthouse cover. The position of the headset is then calculated through PNP or perspective and point algorithms. This is all unaffected by lighting conditions, but this tracking method remains vulnerable to occlusion, gravitational drift, and interference from, for instance, people walking in front of the base stations. This is really difficult for offline events. Inside-out tracking, however, uses 4 cameras, where each pixel in the image creates a spatial point. For instance, the Crystal Light creates 640 by 480 spatial points per camera, theoretically generating over 1.2 million tracking points. And that is a lot more than 30 points. In reality, though, a few thousand points are selected for positioning, achieving a higher theoretical accuracy compared to base station tracking. This visual data from the headset is combined with the IMU, or inertial measurement unit, which measures the momentum and movement of the headset in terms of speed and direction. It's a different type of data, but by combining the two, we get a really precise tracking. PIMAX is one of the few VR headset companies that develops its own SLAM tracking with our computer vision team. A SLAM algorithm isn't easy to develop, but we really want to own this technology to develop headsets in the way we want to. We feel inside-out tracking is the future, and already nearly at the level of base station tracking, and it has so much more potential. With our software improvements, it will also improve over time to surpass base station tracking. We have already made a huge progress over the last few years. Not only have we updated the algorithms for all the users with the better stability, object recognition, and lower CPU requirements, but we have also helped solve dozens of individual cases from users who reported issues with their tracking. These outlying situations are usually caused by very specific things like light flickering speed caused by the local electricity frequency. We actually want users to report these issues because each unique situation we solve probably helps another 50 users. Here's some examples of before and after footage.
Airborne to join up port.
This isn't all, because the Crystal and dreamair headsets all have tracking cameras. Our computer vision team is working on hand tracking. This is coming to Crystal Lite, Crystal Super, and dreamair series,
Buono.
and we're still working to get it on the original Crystal. This is yet another advantage of inside-out tracking over the base station tracking. We expect the hand
arriverà
tracking
su
data
tutti i
software to
visori,
be
stiamo
out
ancora
in
cercando di
Q3.
metterlo nel
Then let's head to our
cristal
main segment for
normale.
today, headsets. Before we address the dreamair, we want to say the Crystal Lite will stay in production as it's our best-selling VR
Ci
headset
mancherebbe
ever.
altro, il più
There's
venduto è il
nothing like the
Crystal
Lite
Lite.
in this price segment, with super high clarity, inside-out tracking, controllers, and a DisplayPort cable. It's now early May, and we have already shipped lots of Crystal Supers, and
avanti.
we will fulfill all pre-orders in May and June. The reviews are very positive, calling this the pinnacle of QLED VR headsets, with a huge FOV,
Io ho ricevuto l'email da
brightness,
parte
and a
di
great stereo
PIMAX
overlap.
della conferma
And we also think this
dell'indirizzo.
is the most mature
Da
PIMAX headset
quell'email
to ever
ad
hit the
avere il
market
visore a casa
in terms
normalmente
of
passa
software
scarso un
stability,
mese,
manufacturing,
ma
and
più
quality
comunque di
control.
3 settimane.
57 ppd
Almeno a
QLED
sentire degli
optical
amici che l'hanno
engine for the
ricevuto.
Crystal Super will also start shipping in Q2, and a micro OLED optical engine in early Q3.
Ok, poi verrà
We'll also
spedito
produce
il
the original
57
Crystal
ppd e
again to
poi
be
l'OLED,
shipped
va
with the
bene.
60T Air-Link. Our external beta for the 60T Air-Link has now finally started with 10 users, and we're soon adding more. Then now we turn our attention to the dreamair.
Vediamo un po'.
We announced the PIMAX dreamair in December last year.
E
We
doveva
knew
uscire
we
a
had set
giugno
out for an
2025.
ambitious project to produce the world's smallest full-feature 8K resolution VR headset.
Giusto.
A challenge to make a VR headset in a small form factor with high performance and full features. With eye tracking, inside-out tracking, hand tracking, integrated audio, DisplayPort connection, and more, all in a small and beautiful
L'unico
package and a new
visore
direction for
compatto
PIMAX,
ad avere
while
tutta
still
questa roba.
adhering to our ambition to push technology in a way that no one has done before. But we want to even improve on what we said. So now, reintroducing the updated dreamair.
Vabbè, rivediamoci l'introduzione. Questo è un visore che mi attrae tantissimo, raga. Perché veramente meno di 200 grammi, piccolissimo. Non lo senti, leggero, una grande risoluzione, se non sbaglio 3840 x 3550, 560, tantissimo, raga. OLED, lenti pancake, audio integrato, la cinghia dietro che si modella nella stretta, 3552. Poi hanno detto che avrà anche lens tracking, è tantissimo, ragazzi, tantissima roba. 27 milioni di pixel, potranno montare le lenti. Questa è tanta roba. Dreamair. Rimaniamo in attesa di sapere quando uscirà.
Step by step, and let's start at the heart of it, the panels. The panels provide a resolution of 3840 by 3552 pixels per eye, so a total of over 27 million pixels. With such a light headset, you can really move freely and not be limited by anything, and really immerse yourself in any destination you choose. And the panels makes the visuals so unbelievably lifelike. What has changed since December is that we have upgraded the panel to Sony. We're already pushing the dreamair to be the ultimate small form factor micro OLED headset, and the Sony panels give an extra push of visual performance.
Ottimo, pannello Sony,
Sony's
ottimo.
micro OLED panels are top tier, also used by Apple and Google. They have an excellent quality consistency across all panels, and their visual effect is better. This is because the brightness is higher and the pixels have a wider view angle, or chief ray angle, up from 15 degrees to 20 degrees. This brings out more details and colors and bumps up the visual performance to unbelievable levels. We have discussed changing the panel supplier with many users and content creators, and nearly everyone supports this decision.
Grazie a
We
sto...
coupled these with the next-gen pancake lenses. These lenses are optimized to be small in size while getting all the details from the panel to your eye.
Quindi
with
ragazzi, le
minimal
lenti
glare,
pancake
a big
danno un
sweet
hotspot
spot,
praticamente
and
su tutta la
fantastic
lente.
edge-to-edge clarity.
Pannello OLED,
This
Sony,
is the first pancake headset from
meno di
PIMAX
200
that
grammi,
goes to the market, but it's not the
audio
first pancake
integrato,
module we've ever developed. In the last 5 years, we've
tracking,
tested
hand
a lot
tracking.
with these. PIMAX is 10 years
Potrebbe essere un
old,
visore,
almost as old as
non
Oculus,
dico
and
definitivo,
optical
ma
design
poco
has
ci
always been
manca.
our core technical
DisplayPort,
ability.
cioè ragazzi.
The lenses on the dreamair, we've gone through over 20 iterations of the lenses, really fine-tuning the final design. For the lenses, every decision influenced something else, so we really want the perfect balance. We now have a great balance with a good field of view and a great stereo overlap. We want a stereo overlap that does not break immersion, but also a field of view that does not feel like you watch the world through paper rolls, and maintains the clarity of the micro OLED panels. The dreamair has an incredible number of tracking options. Tracking is just our way to make your VR journey smoother. The headset tracks your head, your eyes, your controllers, and even your hands if you wish. Yes, that's right. The inside-out tracking cameras are also used for hand tracking. But despite hand tracking, the dreamair still comes with controllers. Controllers have the benefit of giving you haptic feedback when you touch and grab something, and they're also at this stage still faster and more accurate. But we really want to give users that choice. We're developing eye tracking with Tobii. Because pancake lenses are so small, we cannot get the eye tracking camera inside the lens. But we still want the hardware and software to be on a professional grade, as the pimaxcrystal and Crystal Super. Eye tracking works at a refresh rate of 120 Hz with 10 eye tracking lights per eye.
Ottimo.
It's fast and accurate enough to work in both social VR as well as dynamic foveated rendering. DFR massively helps with GPU resources, as your PC only
Questo ragazzi è una funzione del Crystal normale, ma non del Light, che invece ce l'ha fisso. Vedete? Renderizzazione perfetta dove guardi, tutto il resto è meno renderizzato. Questo fa risparmiare energia alla GPU, che dovrà renderizzare perfettamente solo dove si guarda.
For people that really want to use base station tracking, this will be
Crystal
available
Light che io ce l'ha solo centrale, ok? Che uno guarda solo centrale, però metti caso voglio guardare un angolino, non ho questo foveated dinamico.
This is because we feel the modularity is too complex in a small form factor headset and will come at the cost of weight, size, and tracking accuracy. So when purchasing the dreamair, you can choose for a slam version with controllers or a lighthouse version without controllers. The dreamair comes with an ergonomic head strap that features a self-tightening mechanism, so you always have the perfect fit. This feature isn't as science-fictional as people think,
La
despite
Apple
being
Vision
similar
Pro,
to those
se
shoes
dobbiamo
in
proprio
the
dirlo.
Back to the Future movie. This mechanism is also used in many self-lacing shoes on the market today, but it's the first time used in a VR headset. The self-lacing head strap is what we think a great addition. Aside from it being self-tightening, the amount of hug from the strap can be adjusted by the user. We also think this is an extremely clean design and does not add weight compared to a big rotation button that the user has to use manually. The headset is so light, it's almost like wearing one of those skiing goggles. Then the head strap also has a universal adapter, so you can use it with third-party head straps if you like. This gives users a lot of options and flexibility. We're also introducing a halo strap with a flip feature. This halo strap uses a different type of face cover, namely a silica one. This is because with the halo strap, the weight is put onto the forehead and the headset basically hovers in front of your face. So really, the dreamair is extremely flexible in terms of how you wish to wear it.
Buono.
We're looking forward to getting this headset into your hands.
Ma voglio più
The
di te.
world's smallest full-feature 8K
Se
VR
ce li mandate
headset.
io più di te.
But to use a quote from Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back, there is another.
As we said, we want to provide several high-end PCVR options to cater to all
Un
users
altro
with a
modello.
variety of headsets that share the same core technology. So when we announced the dreamair, many users asked for another version, and we do listen to that. And we've always done so, ever since the start of PIMAX. So, users have asked for a more affordable, yet still high-end dreamair, with great optical qualities, integrated audio, professional-grade eye tracking, and SLAM tracking. And yeah, why not? We can do it. Here we go. Introducing the dreamair SE.
Altro modello. Ah, 2560 x 2560. Quindi ha meno risoluzione. Che cambia ancora? Solo la risoluzione cambia, il resto è tutto uguale al dreamair.
The main difference with the normal dreamair is the optical engine, meaning the panels and lenses at the heart of the headset. We use micro OLED panels with a resolution of 2560 x 2560 per eye.
È buono, 2560 x
Conventional
2560.
VR headsets, such as the Quest 3 or the Valve Index. This panel is one of the most affordable micro OLED panels out there and readily available, while still incredibly high-end. It provides perfect blacks and vivid colors as each pixel can individually turn off and on.
Essendo OLED, giustamente.
We couple this with pancake lenses tailored for these
Anche qui
panels.
lenti pancake.
Like the dreamair, they have a great FOV with a great stereo overlap,
Quant'è
with
la
what we
FOV?
think is the
Quant'è?
most balanced approach for this. The field of view is great, but we have not sacrificed the stereo overlap for it. To achieve a really wide FOV in pancake lenses at the cost of a low stereo overlap is what we think the wrong approach. A low stereo overlap reminds you you're wearing a VR headset,
Esatto.
whereas a great overlap helps you with depth perception, visual comfort, and immersion. This headset is competitively priced with integrated audio, eye tracking, SLAM tracking, and controllers, and hand tracking. It's the most affordable, full-feature, small-form PCVR headset in a complete package. Plus, you also get all the benefits and customization options of PIMAX Play.
Let's look at the pricing of what we discussed. The dreamair comes in two versions. There's a lighthouse version without controllers and a SLAM version with controllers and inside-out tracking. If you don't own any base stations or
€2.400 ci vuole
controllers,
per la SLAM
this version is much more affordable than you needing to buy base stations and base station tracked controllers separately. Our original shipping time may have been a bit too optimistic. Right now, we're set for shipping in Q3, the end of August or September.
Sì,
The
Natale.
shipping is
Secondo me è Natale,
slightly
ragazzi.
later
Non
than
prima
our
di Natale
original
vedremo un
estimate
dreamair.
because we've put a large order in at
Ricordatevi le mie
Sony
parole,
for the micro OLED panel, but the lead times for this high-end panel are long. Secondly, to keep the weight down, we have redesigned some parts to have a separate version for the lighthouse and SLAM mechanism rather than put weight for the modular options on this headset. And third, the dreamair and the dreamair SE are made for compatibility.
Sta cosa
so the
che
structure
dicono una
was
data e poi non la
redesigned.
rispettano mai,
Even
ragazzi. Mi
though
sta
each
veramente,
headset has its
veramente,
own
veramente
dedicated
qua.
team at PIMAX, part of the R&D from Crystal Super has been released and has been working around the clock on the dreamair. The risk of any further delays is much lower. Then, if we look at the dreamair SE, this headset starts from a very competitive price, even more so for the Lighthouse version. The estimated shipping time is also Q3, probably end of August or early September. We already have working prototypes for both headsets.
I prezzi erano 8,99 e 1000.
We already have working prototypes for both headsets. Further delays is much lower. Then, if we look at the dreamair SE, this headset starts from a very competitive price, even more so for the Lighthouse version. The estimated shipping time is also Q3, probably end of August or
poi
early
tasse,
September.
spedizione e tutto, ragazzi.
We already have working prototypes for both headsets.
E 1199 poi 1300 e 1400. L'Air SE. E questi sono i prototipi. Assolutamente non versione definitiva, lo potete vedere anche dal LED strap dietro, cinturino. Questo è un filmato attraverso le lenti, stanno riprendendo le lenti con una camera.
We want to offer options for all use cases in the pcvr market, options that all provide the PIMAX wow factor. With the Crystal Lite, Crystal Super, the dreamair and dreamair SE, we cover each segment. The original Crystal brings high-clarity visuals with wireless 60G. The 60G Airlink is currently being beta tested. Our final 60G Airlink hardware is upgraded after CES 2025 and is much more stable and offers a wider range of compatibility with PC systems. We are in external beta tests and close to going to mass production. The Crystal Lite offers high-end visuals at an affordable price, and it is PIMAX's best-selling headset ever. The Crystal Super is the highest clarity headset for PCVR right now with the highest field of view, hands down. The dreamair is the smallest full-feature 8K resolution VR headset, and the dreamair SE provides that experience at a more affordable price with still extremely high specifications. That's how we have set up our portfolio internally. We always improve our own products, but also look at competitor products to see if we can improve on shortcomings mentioned by users. This is how competition improves us all, and this is great for users. Okay. Let's compare these headsets to their direct competitors. So this headset in terms of options is similar. Both come with controllers and inside-out tracking and use same panels. But the Crystal Super provides a bigger field of view, a better comfort, and a much better price. Also, in Q3, we'll open the public beta for native hand tracking. About the Crystal Super, we would like to highlight that we're developing the micro OLED optical engine with the dreamair panels and lenses. So the prices are as follows.
E la madosca, $1.200 per il modulo aggiuntivo.
Then, if we compare the dreamair to the closest competitor, we think that the dreamair excels in all areas.
L'Air SE mi prendo $1.200.
It offers inside-out tracking, it has better panels, and comes with integrated audio, eye tracking, hand tracking, and controllers. We also think it has a better
modulo
optical
OLED
system,
da
less
collegare
glare and higher clarity,
Crystal Super
and a wider
per me
field of
con
view.
il
There are
dreamair
also
SE,
vastly more
ok, che ha
features in
meno
PIMAX Play.
pixel,
The
però non ha
standard
senso, raga.
DisplayPort cable is longer,
C'hai un visore
and
in
it
più.
works with both AMD and NVIDIA GPUs. Plus, you can get this headset to try it out and still return it.
Meno di 180 grammi. $2.200.
Then let's look at the SE edition of the dreamair versus its closest competitor. The dreamair SE is not smaller or lighter, but it's a close call. We focused on making a balanced, full-feature, small form factor headset. We have integrated slam tracking, eye tracking, hand tracking, integrated audio and controllers all on the base headset. We feel the optics have a better balance of field of view and stereo overlap. We proved with Crystal Super we can really balance this well. We really thought about all the details. The cooling fans are slightly larger so we can run them more quietly. We think that we shouldn't put one in the middle of the headset, but we need two, one for each panel. Because of this, the panels can run at a higher brightness and your headset stays cool. Tobii eye tracking powers not just social VR, but also dynamic foveated rendering with 10 tracking lights per eye at 120 Hz. We're ambitious and innovative. We want to offer high-end headsets to all use cases in PCVR. But again, all headsets share so much technology, so all headsets benefit from each other. At PIMAX, we have dedicated teams for each of the headsets so they continue to be developed after launch.
The pre-orders made for the dreamair before this announcement don't increase in price, but you will still get the Sony panels. We want to make sure pre-ordering is always beneficial. You can pre-order the dreamair and the dreamair SE now. All pre-orders get free shipping.
Oh, and one more thing. This headset has an amazing trick up its sleeve. It hooks up to nearly any modern device as long as it has USB-C. So I got a modern smartphone here, I connected with USB-C and boom, I got my own media device.
Ah, tipo gli occhiali X-Real.
That's it for today.
I Viture.
Thank you.
Buono questo, eh? Beh, ragazzi, cosa dire? Di sicuro sono prodotti tutti interessanti, ci mancherebbe altro. Quindi abbiamo il Crystal normale, il Crystal Light, il Crystal Super, il dreamair e il dreamair SE. 5 visori fatti da PIMAX, gli ultimi visori, ok? E niente, io sono contento che comunque continuino a sviluppare, a fare prodotti e tutto, però ragazzi mi piacerebbe un po' di più avere spedizioni celeri, ok? Io ad esempio sto aspettando il Crystal Super da maggio 2024, ok? E ancora non me l'hanno spedito. Io ho capito che vogliono abbracciare più fette di mercato possibile, più utenti possibili, più utenza diversificata, tutto quello che vi pare, però mi piacerebbe anche uno, che se dicono 1° agosto è 1° agosto, raga. 2, che spediscono molti più pezzi, molto più velocemente, ok? Penso che per fare questi dreamair SE abbiano comunque del personale addetto solo a quelli e il pensare che queste persone possano magari essere state prese dalla produzione del Crystal Super e messe lì alla produzione del dreamair, rallentando quella che è la spedizione del Crystal Super, un pochettino mi gira, mi rode, ok? Quindi va bene tutto, raga, tutto quello che vi pare, ma
a me serve il Crystal Super spedito, cara Pimax. Ok? Voglio fare benchmark col Crystal Light qui, per la mia utenza, per la mia community. Poi tutti gli altri puoi anche spedirli con più calma. Io voglio il Crystal Super qua. Ci siamo capiti?
E niente, ragazzi, quindi stiamo un po' a vedere. Secondo me il Crystal dreamair non vedrà la luce prima di dicembre inoltrato, Natale. La butto lì, Natale, primo trimestre 2026. Voglio essere pessimista stavolta. E ovviamente il prodotto è ottimo, come avete visto, 180 grammi, 190 grammi, quello che è piccolo, è fatto bene, c'ha ottima risoluzione, lenti pancake, obiettivo, l'ottica OLED, Sony, cioè non c'ha audio integrato, hand tracking, eye tracking, c'ha tutto, raga, c'ha tutto quello che di top è in questo momento sul mercato, e quindi ovviamente sono incuriosito tantissimo da quel prodotto. Cosa mi frena, cosa mi fa smorzare un pochettino l'hype, tra virgolette, le tempistiche. Perché a guardare finora tutte le tempistiche che ha avuto Pimax con i precedenti prodotti, questo è un visore, raga, che passeranno ancora tanti mesi prima di vederlo. Ok? Ragazzi, se volete ditemi la vostra al riguardo. Io per ora vi ringrazio per essere stati in mia compagnia, vi do appuntamento al prossimo video. Mi raccomando, lasciate un like, iscrivetevi al canale e attivate la campanella per rimanere sempre aggiornati quando pubblicheremo un nuovo video. Da Andrea è tutto, alla prossima, ciao!